Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Coinche. Coinche is a card game of French origin, and so it's a 32 card trick-taking game played by 4 people in 2 teams. The North and South, as well as East and West players are in a team. You play in the counterclockwise direction. And so in terms of dealing, the dealer deals 8 cards to each player. Um, Cards are dealt by packets of 3 and 2 cards. Players bid. Each player may pass, bid a contract by choosing a trump suit and a contract value, with the minimum value being 80. You can coinche. So coinche is the current bid of the opposing team. And so you can a coinche is when you bid the current bid of the opposing team, and a sur coinche is a bid that's coincheed by the opposing team. So in essence, if you coinche, it means you bid the current bid of the opposing team. And then a sur coinche is a bid that gets coincheed, right? And so bid phase ends when all players have either passed or a player coinches the current bid. So we'll pass. And so I can I'll just coinche just for demonstrating, but I said coinche. So what that means is you look at the current bid of the opposing team and you say coinche. That ends the current bid. You must have a bid. So the value of a contract bid must always be a multiple of 10. Players may also bid capote, that is worth 250, or general, which is worth 500. Right, so we are talking about bidding here. A capote is a team that wins to complete a capote contract, you must win all the tricks in the round. To complete a general contract, so to complete a capote contract, the team that bids must win all the tricks of the round. To complete a general contract, the player that bids it must win all the tricks of the round. The player that leads the first trick of the round can't bid a general. And so if you bid a capote, your team must win every single trick. If you bid a general, the player who bids the general must win every single trick. The team that bids a capote, the capote's worth 250 points. The team that bids the general is worth 250 points. The minimum value of a contract that you can bid is 80. The winner of the bid determines the trump suit, right? And so that's just bidding. It's quite straightforward. In terms of card ranks and values, and so players can coinche at any time. So in terms of a coinche and sur coinche, and so that's when a player thinks that the opposing team won't complete the contract that it has bid, the player might decide to coinche the contract. Players can coinche at any time during the bid phase. And so I coinche the 90 of clubs just to show you, even though that was a bad move by me because they probably do have a lot of clubs. But I coinche it, meaning I believe that the other team won't complete that bid. So that means the bid phase ends immediately. And the other team must either keep that bid or they must sur coinche the contract before the play of the card starts. Sur coinche would be a bid that's coincheed by the opposing team. And so it's basically countering the coinche play made. If the other team sur coinches, then everybody else redeals and everybody else rebids. Okay, and so at trump, the ranks and values of cards are as follows, from highest to lowest. Jack, 20 points. 9, 14 points. Ace, 11 points. 10, 10 points. King, 4 points. Queen, 3 points. 8, 0 points. And 7, 0 points. The other suits are normal, with ace being 11 points, 10 being 10 points. Ranked, and the other suits are also ranked as so. Ranks and values being ace being 11 points from highest to lowest, 10 being 10 points, king being 4 points, queen being 3 points, jack being 2 points, 9 being 0 points, 8 being 0 points, 7 being 0 points. The player to the right of the dealer starts the first trick. You must play a card of the lead suit if possible. If not, you can play then you must play a trump card. If you don't have a trump card, then you can play any card. So playing in a trick is as follows. You must play a card in the lead suit whenever possible. If not, you play a card of the trump suit. If you don't have a trump suited card, you then go ahead and play any card. The player that wins the trick is the player who has the highest ranking trump card, or if no trump card is played, the winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card in the lead suit. In terms of playing, and so each team just plays, and what we will do, and so that's just simple. You just bid, and uh, the point values are sort of complicated, and so I do recommend looking at some sort of little cheat sheet or score sheet while you are playing. So just so you can reference it, because scoring is quite abstract here. But other than that, it's quite simple, right? You just want to win tricks with the point values that I outlined. So you want to win tricks with cards that have points. There's no point of winning a trick if it won't win you any points. So you want to strategically win the tricks that help you get points and lose the tricks that have no points, right? The winner of the trick leads the next trick. And so let us just play so you can see. I don't have a card in the lead suit. I don't have a card in the trump suit. I can play any card. I'll just play my lowest ranking 7 here. The winner is North. 10 of spades. I don't have. Well, so he played a club, and so we already lost this trick. What I'll do is I'll just play an 8. What I can do is I don't think he has any hearts, so I'll just play a jack because that will beat it. Okay. So we did take that. Why? We took that trick because if you look at the ranks, 10 is ranked higher than queen, right? Even for the other non-trump suits, it's ace, 10, king, queen, jack, 9, 8, 7, right? For the trump, it's jack, 9, ace, 10, king, queen, 8, 7. It's untraditional ranking is somewhat weird, and so you do often forget it. I even forget it when I'm playing, so that's why I highly suggest looking at a guide for Coinche while you are playing the game so you can reference it. Right here, a club was played. Once again, we'll simply play king there. A club was played, so once again, we'll simply play a king. Because the king of the non-suit only gives 4 points, but the ace of a non-suit gives a lot. So notice how many points they took there. Yeah. So they took. So if you just look at it, let us just sum up how to play one more time here, right? Um, and so in terms of scoring, at the end of the last trick, each team counts the points of cards they have won. The team that wins the last trick also gets an additional 10 points. If a team completed the Kapot contract, um, uh, if a team has the Kapot contract and they did not win any trick, right? Because the Kapot contract, the team must win every trick. And so if a team has the Kapot contract and didn't win any trick, that means that they overall performed very bad. So the other team would then get an additional 90 points bonus. To complete their contract, the team that bid must have a higher number of points higher than or equal to the contract value. So you must score your contract value in order to score it. Then you can score your points plus the value of the contract. And so if you meet your bid, not only do you score the value of your bid, you also score any additional points you have for a very large game. If you cannot meet your contract, um, then so if the team that bid fails to meet the contract, then the opposing team not only scores their own points, they score the points of the attack team or the bidding team, as well as the value of the bid. So if you meet the contract, you score the contract and all of your own points. If you don't meet the contract, the opposing team scores their own points, your points, as well as the value of the contract. In terms of the game, the team that first reaches the number of points chosen at the beginning of the game, and thus could be any arbitrarily declared value. You simply agree upon a value, such as 2,000, 3,000. So the team that first reaches the number of points chosen at the beginning of the game, which is usually 3,000 as a default, wins the game. So it is a somewhat weird game, um, but do trust. I highly recommend keeping a score sheet with you because it makes it way easier to understand the scoring because it is quite weird, right? Like it is it's not normal. Um, Not only for every single suit, it's different, and so it's just best to keep a score sheet with you. Um, Other than that, though, it is really fun. Highly recommend playing it. Um, but just note that it does take some getting used to, and it's not your typical card game. Moreover, you must have 4 players, otherwise you cannot play. And so let us just talk about the terms Coinche and Coinche. And so a Coinche doubles the score for the bid, and a Coinche doubles it again. So if we bid 100 and they say Coinche, um, then uh, the score for the bid would then go up to 200 rather than 100. So if you bid 100, I say Coinche, it doubles the score for the bid, right? So you say 100, I think you can't hit it, so I'll say Coinche. Why would I say that? Because if you can't hit the bid, I get the team that can't hit the bid. Well, then, if a team can't hit their bid, the opposing team scores the value of the bid. And so, if I'm the opposing team, I want to say Coinche so that I can, because I know if I have a strong intuition that the team won't be able to hit their bid, I'll say Coinche. Thus, that'll allow me to score double if the team cannot hit their bid. Of course, this is risky because if you say Coinche and the team does hit their bid, then they score double. If you say Coinche and the enemy team thinks that and the enemy team is very confident in their bid, such that they say Sir Coinche, that doubles it again. In total, you'll quadruple. So here's a hypothetical scenario. Team A bids 100. Team B then says Coinche because Team B believes Team A cannot hit their bid. Now, the score for the bid is 200. Team A is so confident that they will hit their bid that in response to Team B, they say Sir Coinche. When they say Sir Coinche, that once again doubles the bid from 200 to 400, meaning that the total value of the bid is 400. This is done by Team A because they are so confident that they will meet their bid, they raise the stakes. If Team A meets their bid, they'll score that 400. If not, Team B would then score that 400. Anytime Coinche or Sir Coinche is said, it is very risky, and so you must say it very sparingly and only when you know that it is the absolute right move. I highly recommend taking a score guide with you when playing Coinche because it is very hard to keep track of score. Let us just go through the scoring one more time, but even then it would still be hard, and so I highly recommend having some sort of score guide here. And so, in terms of score, for the trump rank, Jack, the rank. So I'm going to say the rank as well as the value of the cards from highest to lowest. Jack, 20 points. A 9 is 14 points. An ace is 11 points. A 10 is 10 points. A king is 4 points. A queen is 3 points. An 8 is 0 points. And a 7 is 0 points. In all other suits that are not the trump suit, the ranks and values from highest to lowest are ace, 11 points. 10, 10 points. King, 4 points. Queen, 3 points. Jack, 2 points. And the 9, 8, and 7 are 0 points. So, it is quite unconventional, but I highly recommend playing it. But do note that it is strictly 4 players, so that is the drawback. That wraps up how to play Coinche. It's a good French card game. Thank you for watching.